Well, my story with Silvio Berlusconi began in 2001 when at The Economist we decided to run a big investigation of his finances and his legal battles and his businesses and put on the cover the words why Silvio Berlusconi is unfit to lead Italy, inadatto. And this caused a huge controversy in Italy, drove me to try to study Italy even more, but also convinced me that there was an important cause in dealing with the phenomenon of a big businessman who was dominating politics, but also particularly exploiting the state for his own interests. What happened after that cover with Silvio Berlusconi was that I fell in love with Italy. I got fascinated by the balance between the positive side of Italy that I saw all over the place and the very negative side, which was symbolized by Italian politics, by Silvio Berlusconi personally, by corruption, by the mafia, by these popular issues. And I wanted to try to understand it better. So I started to plan an investigation, a journey of my own, which could only happen once I had left The Economist and had more time. Well, I started my journey around Italy, really many journeys around Italy 1 year ago. I've made visits to everywhere from the Turin to Palermo. I would say the saddest things I've seen have been really the widows and relatives of people killed by the mafia in Palermo, in the countryside in Sicily, and they're struggling to come to terms with the change in their lives. The funniest things and most positive things I've seen have been really in the same places, but the vitality of people, the willingness of people to fight against the difficulties that surround them. I think that Italian journalism needs courage and independence. There are many brave Italian journalists, and in my book I feature, for example, Milena Gabanelli of the Report program on Rai 3, who every week exposes some hidden part of the Italian society or business and asks very important questions. But there are not enough people like Milena Gabanelli, courageous enough, supported by their proprietors, willing to expose some of the bad sides of Italy. I think that journalists play an important part in pushing back the line between the good and the bad, and what is needed is more courage. In my journey, I felt that the biggest strength of Italy was the energy and creativity of Italian people and their willingness actually to work together in groups, in communities, in social networks, their activities on Facebook, their willingness to work for their local community. Maybe they don't work for the nation, but they work together very creatively, very intelligently, and I think that that can really make Italy a lot better.